All right, we are live. My name is Attilio Leonardi. We're with Team Lally, Keller Williams, Honolulu, and today is Aloha Friday. And why don't you? We're gonna on today's we call it Friday Live. On today's Friday Live, we always like to feature local entrepreneurs, different kind of guests, things about our community, and it goes out to. This is going out to. We are on 2 Facebook channels, 1 LinkedIn, and 1 YouTube, and it's all live on social media.
Wow!
So, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what organization. Tell us about your organization that you're running.
Awesome. Well, Tilu, thank you so much. Aloha, everyone. My name is Mr. Tui. I'm the Deputy Director at the Hawaii National Guard Youth Challenge Academy. The Youth Challenge Academy is a community program through the National Guard. We have been serving the youth of Hawaii for the last 27 years. The Youth Challenge Academy is one of 40 programs throughout the nation that serves our young people between the ages of 16 to 18 years old. The youth that come to Youth Challenge are young people that we call at promise youth. These are young men and women who have decided to change the course of their life, to better themselves, to load up some life skills and be able to move forward in the next phase of their lives. Our young people for 16, 18 years old, we service the whole state of Hawaii. So they're from throughout the whole state. At present, we have 2 great campuses. Our main campus is here in Kalailoa, Kapolei, and our second campus is on the Big Island of Hilo. It's been great. At current right now, we have 74 cadets. They have been with us from the beginning of January, and they are still here. They are getting ready to graduate in a couple of weeks. So this is a surprise because Attilio doesn't know this. I have one of them who's going to come in and say that, come on. I figured, hey, why talk about Youth Challenge when I can have one of them sitting next to me? I never had a Youth Challenge. So I figured, hey, this is a blessing, and we're grateful to Attilio and our Lally family for always supporting Youth Challenge. So let me have him introduce himself, and maybe you guys can connect the dots.
Yes.
Lally.
You know what? And Aiden, so for those people out there, I call it La La Land on social media. This is Aiden Lally. And Aiden, real quick, who's your mom?
Adrian Lally.
Adrian Lally. So if everybody's wondering what is the origins of Team Lally? That's Adrian Lally, Aiden, Cadet Aiden. Now, is it Cadet Lally or do you go by Cadet Aiden?
I go by Cadet Lally, sir.
Cadet Lally. Oh, nice. Okay. So, Aiden, Cadet Lally, I'm glad that you're on the live stream with us as a surprise guest. So right now, Mom, Adrian Lally, she is a volunteer staff right now for a personal self-development institute. And so she's on staff right now. So she's trying to break away to come onto the live. So she may be the next surprise guest.
Yes.
Because I think she would be thrilled to know. And I don't think she knew that Cadet Aiden. I want to say Aiden, Cadet Lally was going to be on. So I hope she can break away and get on here because I know she would like to see you. So I have some questions for you, Cadet Lally. All right, here we go. What do you think, after you finish this program, what do you think is going to be like your biggest takeaway? What are you going to take with you into your life?
What I'm going to take into my life is probably the very structured schedule that they give us. They always help us. First of all, in the morning, we wake up 4:30 in the morning. We work, we do our PT, we exercise.
Whoa. Hold on, sir.
Yeah, that's good.
You said 4:30 in the morning?
Yes, sir.
You guys, I don't even think chickens get up that early. You guys are up before the chickens. Okay, wait. 4:30 in the morning. Okay, start from there again. 4:30 in the morning. I was
4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning. And then what do you guys do after that? Immediately right after.
We do physical fitness. Then we go upstairs, conduct shower drills and barracks maintenance. So we conduct personal hygiene, and then we clean our area where we're sleeping and hanging out in the barracks. And then after that, around 7:30, we come down. We go eat breakfast, put up the flag, the morning colors, and then at 8:30, we are already heading to school. And
So
then
4:30 to 8, that's like 4 hours. Holy moly. And then, okay, so and then after 8:30?
And then after then we're at school from 8:30 to 12, and then we eat lunch, and then we go back to school.
Go back to school. And then how much is school? Then school goes till what time?
School goes to 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Holy cow. You know what? Most kids on Oahu, they watching cartoons for an hour by the time 4 o'clock rolls around, because sometimes school is out 1:30, 2:30. So you guys are still going to school until 4 o'clock. And and then after 4 o'clock, this is good, because I know there's parents out there that would like to have their children involved, their youth involved in this program. So you guys are giving them a firsthand, kind of like a peek behind the curtains into the barracks, into this structured lifestyle. So after 4 o'clock, what's next?
Oh, so after 4 o'clock, we go upstairs, we utilize the latrine, we use the restroom, and then at 5 o'clock, we eat dinner. And then after that, we go upstairs, conduct barracks maintenance, shower drills, and then by 8 o'clock, we're in bed.
8 o'clock in bed. I know, because you think about it, if you guys are up by 4:30, you gotta, if you're gonna get up early, you gotta go to bed early.
Yeah.
So here's a couple questions, parents are wanting to know about in this youth challenge. It's a challenge that we have, fortunately, unfortunately, it's just depending on what side of the coin people are looking at it. Technology, the phones, the video games. So could you explain to me, how much video games and how much time on the phone do you have at Youth Challenge?
Zero.
Zero. The parents, right now we have to pause because the parents just fell on the ground. I think mom just passed out. What? Did you say zero video games, zero on the phone?
Academics.
I mean, from your perspective as a youth, no on the phone, no video games. I know, obviously those are things that are enjoyable and fun for someone your age. What's it like not having that? And then how long have you been in the program?
I've been in the program for about 5 months now.
So for 5 months, zero phones,
Yup, no.
video games. How has that been for you?
Oh, it's amazing. It's like a detox. I don't have to worry about the outside world. But it also, on the other hand, it can be like you wonder about what your friends are doing, what's going on outside the world. But honestly, it's very helpful. It helps you focus on getting that diploma and bettering yourself.
Yeah.
Mentally.
And I know it sounds so similar to like Boy Scouts, but a lot more structured than Boy Scouts. Because Boy Scouts, you just get to dump your son off for the weekend at the most. 5 months, holy cow, that's a big commitment. Cadet Lally, at any time did you feel like, how was it in the beginning? Were you homesick? Were you like, oh no, this is nice, I want to be here, I love getting up at 4:30 in the morning?
Well, I wasn't homesick at first, but after like 1 month, I started like getting homesick, wondering what my family was up to, all that stuff. I wanted to go home only one time at one point because I was getting stressed. I was getting stressed out from other cadets.
Yes.
But then I looked at the like long-term benefits of this program, and I thought, so is quitting worth it at this point? I've gotten this far. Not really. It's not even worth quitting because there's too many opportunities that this program offers to benefit you when you get out of the program. There's military, They help you with workforce. They help you with college. You go on tours to colleges. They bring in. Today we have a career fair or a job fair where today we were doing talking to a bunch of companies who are hiring, like Wendy's. Some of the construction people came in.
Oh, nice.
Hairstyle stuff, all that kind of stuff. So we're having a lot of amazing opportunities just right in front of us, and they're handing out applications. We could have got hired on the spot. It's possible.
Yeah. So you're I know the challenge with our youth. We all had it ourselves. Your director there. We're always thinking when we're in school, when am I going to use this in real life? Would you say that a lot of the skills and the things that you are learning are things that you are using in your real life, and you will continue to use in your real life?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff here I'm using in here, and I would be grateful if I had used it before when I came in here.
Yeah.
Like on the outs.
Yeah.
It would have been very helpful if I had a lot of these life skills before I came in here.
Now, the big insight that you can share with the parents and the other youth out there right now is that we are the pandemic, COVID-19 has really kind of flipped everything upside down, especially education. What was it like for you? Because you were right in the middle of that. One day you're going to school, next you having to do it online. How has online school been compared to being in Youth Challenge?
Well, online school is the reason I came in here, because online school is too many distractions. It was stressful, not enough interaction with other students. It seemed like the teachers weren't really there for you. They were just there to put in their hours. There wasn't enough interaction.
Yes.
I went Youth Challenge. It's more like there's a lot of interaction. You're always talking to the teachers. If you have a question about something, the teachers are willing to help. The classrooms are small. Our biggest classroom right now it's 20 students. It used to be 13, but they graduated into high set because they're doing well on their academics. So.
And this is a question more for your director. The instructors, the teachers that are in these classrooms, these are DOE certified teachers and all of that?
No, these are our teachers. Yes, they go through the training because of our partnership with DOE, but these are teachers that Youth Challenge selects very specifically for the type of learners that come to Youth Challenge.
Yeah, and what type of different, for Cadet Lally, what is the type of instruction that you see that engages with him? And then I want to get his feedback on it from being a recipient of that.
Yeah.
What?
I think Cadet Lally highlighted that, the teachers are, because of our study of the type of learner who comes to Youth Challenge, everything is very interactive. The big thing for us is, I think out there, a lot of students move around and touch things, and that's one of the key things for us is being able to set up and train them that we expand the classroom from the four walls of it and utilize the whole environment as a teaching venue.
Yeah.
So everything that they do outside of the classroom, they do in the inside. A lot of things that they do, like for college, we bring, they plant it, they eat it. I mean, they cook it and they eat it. So we create that environment for them.
Sure.
A little bit about the aquaponics and all that.
So I'm in the aquaponics club for Youth Challenge, and recently we went to on a field trip to a fish pond, and we were pulling weeds. We were in the mud, waist deep in the mud, pulling weeds out. It was super fun. But they also teach us a lot of life skills, how aquaponics work, how the fish, they make the water like it's like fertilizer for the plants, and we use that. We have 2 aquaponics ponds, and what we are doing for this class, we're building paragolas, which is like a kind of like a, how would you say it?
An outside lanai.
like an outside
Rook
lanai.
yeah.
And we're also planting, I think it's 14 lemon trees all together, and we're donating some to schools, and we're going to help them plant trees.
And this is all on the campus? This is at the campus or somewhere else?
This is all on our campus. They have the room for all that stuff. We have banana trees, papaya trees, and we also planted some taro in the back.
So you as a cadet, what is it? Is it like class of 2021? Is that what it is?
Class 54.
Class 5.
Class 5-4?
Yep.
So, okay, class 5-4, and have there been 54 of them? Is that what the number represents?
Sure.
Okay. So class 5-4, just like other classes who have done stuff that are there, you guys have done things or improvements to the campus that will be there long after you're gone too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Aquaponics' goal is to leave a legacy for the next class to come, so they can utilize what we have done for them.
Oh, awesome. What, here's an interesting question, because I think, a lot of times the youth and the parents, they see something like this online and they think, oh, you guys just sugarcoating it because you get me over there. And then that director guy, he's a pretty big guy, whatever you gonna tell me to do, I'm gonna do it. No. Two questions here. What do you think is the most enjoyable thing that you do there? And what do you think is the least enjoyable? Just to keep it real for the people watching.
Well, the most enjoyable thing, I actually like the physical training. So we have our platoon, and all of us, we do our stretches, and there'll be one person in the middle calling the stretches. And then we stretch, and we'll go on runs. We'll go run outside the campus. We'll go run, and we'll do push-ups, sit-ups. We do all kinds of stuff. At one point, we went to the obstacle course thing? What's that called?
Schofield.
We went to Schofield and did the confidence course. We did the stuff they do in the Army. It was really fun. I really enjoyed myself.
So so physical training is your most enjoyable. Okay, keeping it real for the potential youth or the parents looking at you on this live stream, because this is your opportunity to give. Thank you so much for being on this, because this is your opportunity to give back to our community, to hopefully encourage other youth that would see this program as a benefit for themselves and their family. Be real. What's least enjoyable about being there?
My least enjoyable thing is standing in formation for a long time. It's boring, but I think it's important because it teaches how it would be it keeps you patient, teaches you patience, and it also teaches you how to be more disciplined, because you gotta stand there still, keep your bearings, stare at the back of somebody's head for 30 minutes, just waiting for the next instruction to do, whether it be go upstairs or go eat dinner, anything. Sure. You just gotta wait for next instruction. It's also very important, say you're planning on going in the military, it teaches you what it's actually gonna be like. It teaches you a lot of stuff, but I don't enjoy it, but it's still very important in my opinion.
Now, the underlying program, who is the military underlying program that's supporting this?
The National Guard.
The National Guard. So you have actual military personnel, some either you may be active or retired, but definitely with the military background. So they're sharing with you firsthand, if you decide to go into the military, what it's going to be like.
Yep, they have recruiters come in and talk to us all the time. I took the ASVAB test recently.
Uh-huh.
It was an amazing experience, and the recruiters came in and talked to us, just see what our future goals were, see if we wanted to join the military.
Yeah. Now, the ASVAB, for people who don't know, I don't know if you guys know what the acronym means. I don't know, but it's more of LCTs or the tests that people would take to go into college, but it's the military's version, right? Yes. And did you have help for preparing for that, or you prepared on your own?
It was both. It was on both parts. So they had a study group for ASVAB. They gave us the ASVAB book, so we studied that. Before I went to bed every night, I had studied for 1 hour just to get that score I needed to to get the MOS I wanted in the military.
And for people, the MOS, I know that being in this program, you learn a lot of acronyms. And so we know from working with our military clients, the MOS is kind of like a job description. Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah, that you want to match up, because the last thing they want you doing is doing something you don't want to do, doing something that you're not going to have a strength at. We like to keep these short and sweet, just like a TED Talk, 20, 30 minutes. If you had to, I don't know if the youth will be seeing this, but let's speak to both of them. If there's a parent out there, mom and dad out there, and knowing what you know about, the online schooling versus, hands-on schooling, what would be your number one piece of advice for parents out there regarding this program?
First, I would definitely do your research on the program, just so you know what you're actually getting into.
Yeah.
Because I'm not relaying all the information about the program, honestly. But
yes.
And then after that.
Well, here's the other one, and I know you can speak to these people. Speak to someone out there that may see this, or maybe their friend sees it, or maybe somebody who sees it, who knows them and knows that they need this program. To that person, pretend it's you 6-7 months ago, and you were talking to Cadet Lally right now. Well, you're Cadet Lally now, but pretend you're talking to Aiden Lally 6-7 months ago. What would you tell Aiden?
I would tell myself that Youth Challenge has a lot of opportunities, and that it can help you in the long run. It's going to set you up for success in the future.
Yeah.
And that it gives you so many opportunities that you won't even be able to grab them all, because there's just so much to offer in this program.
Like a huge basket full of opportunities.
Yeah.
And for you, Cadet Lally, so again, so thank you for your director bringing you on, because it's Youth Challenge, right? It's not Adult Challenge, it's Youth Challenge. It's about the youth. Last question, we'll wrap it up with, prior going into this program, what was the main thing? Because you do your research, it's more of the parents obviously that are kind of, hey, go do this. But what do you think tipped the scale for you to want to participate in this program and do it? I mean, in the beginning, did you want to do this program, or was it more your mom said you got to go do it?
Well, it was my choice, honestly.
Yes.
I was the one who suggested it to my mom, because I heard one of the kids in my church, he went to this program and graduated this program, and now he's working as a heavy machinery operator. And he's very successful now, and that this gave him the push that he needed to reach his goal. And I was like, that seems like a good opportunity for me.
Yeah.
And it also gives you your diploma, so I said, why not?
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
And obviously, with the time that's gone by, your mom, Miss Lally, hasn't been able to break away from her responsibilities as a facilitator at this program, Adult Challenge. I'll call it Adult Challenge. She's at a version of Adult Challenge this weekend, being on staff, so she's not able to break away. And the question I would ask her, what's it been like for the parents? For you, Director, what's the expectations for the parents for cost, time-wise, any kind of, what's the expectation for parents that are thinking about putting their son or daughter into this program?
Well, the scenario, sir, is that the parents have to understand that the cadets are going to go through change.
Yes.
That they, as parents, have to commit to that change themselves.
Yeah.
Every month there is a parents training going on. And the goal for us is, if the cadet is going through this change, it's important that the parents participate to understand and comprehend how that change is going to change the dynamics at home. Because we want the cadet to return home to an environment that it's fit for their change. And that's the big thing for us, that It's not a vacation. You drop off your cadet and then, all right, we'll see you in 6 months. No, the parents have to participate so that they are able to support their kids. Financially, the program is supported by our stakeholders through the National Guard. We receive federal funding and state funding that support Youth Challenge. So the financial elements of it, they won't have to worry about. But for me, I think that's the big encouragement for me for parents is that they themselves have to invest, some of their strength into understanding the training the cadets go through.
Yeah, the other thing that I was just looking at my CG, my stuff at the bottom, 8 core component framework as a foundation. I had that on there. I'm going to bring it up before we forget. Maybe between the two of you, what does that mean?
This is the holistic training that we put cadets through. That what separates us from your regular high school. Our focus is not the academics primarily. Our focus is converting and training the cadet holistically. So some, I think Cadet Lally has pointed out, they do physical fitness, they do leadership training, they do service to community, giving it back. Academics is one. Learning life skill is another one. Being able to learn about themselves and how to give back. Becoming a responsible citizenship, that they have to participate and give back to the community. So, and then the job readiness skills is one of our last one. And all these aids all our cadets go through these 8 core components of training. And then when they come out at the other end, we know exactly how they're going to come out. They look like this guy right here. So that is our product right here.
Yes, he's about 5 feet. He's about 5 inches taller, probably 50 pounds more heavy, all muscle, lean, and be successful in life. The last thing here I just wanted to show is this the website that they go to if the people want to get more information online?
Yes, please. They can go through this one or they can call us immediately. We have a class that's open right now. Please enroll quickly. It's 685-7139 or call us on the number of here.
Okay.
But before you leave, I think Cadet Lally has some great news that he wants to share.
Yes, what is it?
So we took our high set tests recently, and it was the last 2 tests, math and science, and I have passed all 5 of my tests, so I can get my diploma now.
Congratulations.
It was yesterday I took my test.
So he just finished his test yesterday, and after yesterday evening, he is a goal to receive his high school diploma.
All right, congratulations, Cadet Lally. Cue the music. Do you guys is the diploma ceremony? Do you guys do it there?
Yes, sir. We have, I'm not biased, but we have the best graduate ceremony on island. We have a military ceremony this year. It's on June 10th. We're looking forward to it. Where we will honor our cadets and their hard work of pushing through. But June 10th, 10 a.m. I think we're going to stream it live, so
Nice.
families and friends and stakeholders are able to check in.
Oh, the last thing that I wanted to share with because the parents may have a concern that what's you guys' involvement to continue these core values with the cadets after graduation? Talk about like the sponsor a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yes, very good. So 2 things. Not only the family participates, we have a mentor who has been walking alongside with Cadet Lally this whole time. That's the mentor that we're going to use as leverage to extend support to Cadet Lally. But for the next 12 months, beginning after 4 weeks from today, we will be supporting graduate Lally at that time, through those 3 pathways. I think that Lally has already passed his ASVAB. His long-term goal is to proceed on to the Air Force in the Air Guard specifically. So our goal is to support the in-between, being able to make sure that he will be employed, being able to make sure that he will be registered and take care of all his plans going into school and college. And for the next 12 months, we have a dedicated team that's primarily in place to support him alongside the family and also the mentor.
Well, so the last thing we want to wrap it up in, for people that want to, obviously if you have youth and you want them to participate in the program, that's one way. As parents, you gotta, you gotta give them support as they go through the program. But I know there's a need for the mentors, right?
Yes, please. We are definitely need. Cadet Lally wouldn't be here today if it was not, for the support of his mentor. And mentors, we're looking for people of positive influence.
Yes.
Above the age of 23 and over. We're looking for everyone in different fields who hears that call to be able to influence a young, life. And that's what we're asking. Please contact us. We'll be able to support and train you well so you can support our cadets when they come through. Because we do have a lot of young, people who come through the program, but because they don't have that circle of support of adults, positive adults in their lives, we fall short. But that's a huge requirement to be able to prepare the cadets to be ready for growing up.
Yeah, they need to have a mentor. So I think they can't actually continue or finish the program without a mentor, correct?
Yes, they can.
So that's a serious requirement. So for you business leaders out there, people thinking, how can I give back to the community? You can give your most valuable asset, which is your time.
Yes, please.
And you can be affecting the youth, which will turn into our adult leaders of the future. Last question for Cadet Lally. Can you say the director's last name?
That's why they call me Mr. Tui. Yeah.
Tui, okay. Tuiteleleapaga?
Yes. Good to go. Easy one.
Easy. Okay. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for your time. I know your mom, I know your dad, your siblings, Nadia, your little brother Chad. They're all very proud of you. And I'm sure they're going to be excited about the good news and the awesome news that you, have you're a high school graduate. Welcome to the real world. You're a high school graduate. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your time. Again, people, reach out, go to the website if you want to get either help or get youth involved. Thank you so much for being on our show today. I'm going to hit the end.